Top of the morning, everybody. Welcome to yet another example of arithmetic sequence and series, grade 10, 11, and 12. I'm your host, Augustine Mapala, and let's have a look at this very, very interesting one example. It says, if q plus 2q plus 2 5q plus 3 for an arithmetic sequence. Determine the value of q, and then number 2 says determine the value of the 15th term. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. Okay, let me just put it down here so that we can all see what's happening. The first term is q, and then the second term is 2q plus 2, and then the fifth term is 5q plus 3. Okay, so we all know that for arithmetic sequence, the first thing first, we need to find d, which is given by t3 minus t2, and then also d can also be given by t2 minus t1, which is our common difference. Okay, so now let's go ahead and substitute this in this equation and see what are we gonna get. T3, it's 5q plus 3 minus tq, which is 2q plus 2. Okay, we multiply throughout by a negative 5q plus 3 minus 2q minus 2. Therefore, this is going to give us d is equals to, in terms of q, this is equals to plus 1, 3q plus 1. But we still are left with this one here, t2. Okay, let's go ahead and substitute this one, t2, which is 2q plus 2 minus t1, which is just q. Okay, it's q there. Okay, therefore this was going to give us q plus 2. So we have another d here, which is q plus 2. But we know that from arithmetic sequence, they're supposed to have a common difference. Therefore, you can come here and say d is equals to d. Okay, therefore you're going to have 3q plus 1, which is going to be equal to q plus 2. Therefore, we can take q this side, and then we take 1 that side. Therefore, you're going to have 3q minus q is equals to 2 minus 1. Therefore, you're going to have 2q, which is going to be 1. Therefore, divided by 2 on both sides. 2 and 2 would cancel out. Q is going to be 1 over 2. Great stuff. So now let's come to this side. Now you need to work on number 2. Let's do number 2 here. Number 2, the answer, we need to determine the value of the 15th term. You would realize that after substituting q back here, your first term would be half, and then your second term, when you put a half there, when you put a half into your original term here, is going to give you 3. Please substitute in your calculator, then you would see it's going to give you 3. Therefore, and then if you substitute q here again, if you substitute q here on 5q, you're going to have 11 over 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please double check my maths here, and then if something went wrong, you can leave a comment on this video, and then we can go ahead and learn from each other, and we'll be able to fix it. Okay, right. So now, if you can go ahead and substitute to find the common difference between the three terms, you would get that the common difference, 3 minus half, is going to give us 5 over 2. Even here, 11 over 2 minus 3 is going to give us 5 over 2. Please, you can put this in your calculator to double check our answer. Let me just move a little bit up here so that you can have more space. There you go. Great stuff. All right. So now Once you have that, you can come here and you remember that for arithmetic sequence, Tn, the nth term is given by a plus n minus 1d. All right. Okay. And you know a refers to your first term. So our first term in this case is half. Okay. Plus n, because now we are looking for the general equation. Okay. Actually, you know what? You can solve this without looking for the general equation. Let me just come here. Let me just come back here a little bit. Actually, you can solve this without looking for the general equation. Okay. Let me track back a little bit. Okay. You can actually come here and say t, which is a, you can come here and say t. You can come here and say t, tn, tn15 is going to be equals to first term, it's a half, plus 15, which we are looking for the 15th term, minus 1, all in brackets, common difference of 5 over 2. If you go ahead and put this in your calculator, it should give you your answer. Let me just put mine in my calculator. It's going to give me 7 over 71 over 2. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you would go about solving for this one. You just have to use the common difference because the difference are equal. Then you can equate each other. Then you find the value of q, which was 1 over 2. After that, you can go and substitute back into the space of the sequence to get a half 311 over 2. Then you look for the common difference. Then you can go ahead and found the 50th term. Thank you very much. See you on the next upload.